What's up, you guys, and welcome back. If you've seen the title of this video, you already know what is happening today. I bought a new car. I can't believe I'm saying that, like, finally. It's such a big deal for me. I know people buy new cars all the time, but it's such a big deal for me. You guys, I've been driving the same car for the last 13 years. I bought it brand new in college. It was the first car I ever bought myself, and only the second car I've ever driven. The first one was, like, you know, my first car ever. But so I've only owned 2 cars in my entire life. I'm 34, so I've driven that one to the ground. I don't think I ever really showed you what I was driving before. I was driving a 2008 Volkswagen Jetta. That thing was great to me, honestly. It was wonderful. It had just over 174,000 miles on it, and it treated me well for the last 13 years. But unfortunately, you know, as cars get older, obviously you're gonna eventually need to get a new one. And I've taken it to, so in Maine we have to have a yearly inspection where they inspect it, and it has to, like, pass all of these things to be road safe and road legal. And for the last, like, 3 or 4 years, it has not passed inspection without needing work done. And this year, again, you know, I took it in to get inspected. I knew it wasn't gonna pass, but I wanted to see what work it needed to get done, to see how much it would cost me, see if I could delay the car buying a little longer until I figured out what I wanted, because that was a process. Anyway, it did need significant work done in order to make it road legal. Body work, there were, you know, it was rusting on the bottom, there were holes. Then it was gonna cost me kind of a lot to get it fixed, way more than the car was worth, that's for sure. So now is the time, as you guys may have known, following me on my car shopping journey. It was time. So I wanted something reliable. I did want something on the newer end. So, like, I was looking from 2017 or 18 up, just because I wanted, you know, low maintenance. I didn't want to have to worry about being in the shop. Anyway, long story. I cannot believe I have the vehicle in my possession. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys what I ended up purchasing. I wanted to keep it to myself. I bought it a couple of days ago. I wanted to keep it to myself for a few days, just to have that excitement to myself. I didn't want to share before I purchased because I didn't want to invite any negativity into the situation. I just wanted to go into it on my own because I was excited. I had already made up my mind, which you guys know it takes me forever to make up my mind on things, and it's just a big deal for me to be buying a new car. It's a huge financial purchase. I'm a single mom, only provider financially, and I'm, like, really reluctant to spend my hard-earned money, especially it's a huge purchase. I just can't believe I finally did it. All right, you guys, so this is my new car. I ended up buying the 2022 brand new to the market Volkswagen Taos, and this is the SE model. It comes in S, SE, and SEL. This one's the one in between. I'm obsessed with it. It is the most perfect little transition from a car to an SUV. I think it's called, like, a compact SUV or subcompact SUV. It actually has better fuel mileage than my Jetta did. I've always wanted a white SUV with the black wheels. It's just been, like, something that I wanted. I don't know, like, I was so excited to get that. So in case you guys were interested in seeing this model up close and personal, this is what it looks like. I have my stuff in here. It does have a sunroof, like that big, huge moonroof, and that is something that I really wanted as well because believe it or not, my Jetta had a sunroof, so I really wanted a sunroof. It has the backup camera right there, and then this little slot is, I mean, my word, I know, like, most modern vehicles have a lot of this stuff, but this is new to me. This has a little car charging spot, some USB plugs, what? So I can charge my phone without bringing that like cigarette lighter outlet thing. And then also my camera, that's gonna be really, really nifty to have. We have heated seats, we have a remote start, backup camera, I just said that, like all of that jazz. You can pair your phone right to it, so your map shows right on there. It's just wonderful, obviously, like a huge upgrade for me. And then it does have the cloth seats though. I kind of wish I had leather just for mess purposes, but that's okay. I still haven't taken my knot out. This one did come with those like all-weather mats that are just a must for New England winters to keep that carpet from getting nasty. Okay, and opening up the back, it's definitely a small, like I said, it's not like a big SUV, but it's perfect for Sydney and I. Actually, the second row here has a very decent amount of space, especially because I'm such a short driver. My seat is like pushed all the way up. So I definitely would not say this is a car for like a huge family or multiple kids, but Sydney's, she's already, oh my goodness, I'm already like wanting to wash everything. Those are just scuffs from Sydney's shoes. I have to wash that or wipe that down. Yeah, so it's definitely not, you know, a huge SUV or anything like that. No third row, it's only the 2 rows, but it is perfect for Sydney and I. For small family, I think it's just perfect. And I just have her in the middle because, again, she's the only kid and I have no one else in the back seat. It does have the air vents in the back, so did my Jetta, so that's something, you know, I wanted Sydney to obviously have comfort. And it does have a little battery charger there as well, outlet. I just love it. I'm gonna show you a look at the trunk. So it doesn't have the automatic lift. It does not have the automatic lift gate, and that's just something that I wanted to mention in case that's important to you. I already have stuff in the trunk here, but I thought this was gonna be completely fine for our needs. We really only, you know, I really only use it for groceries and then the occasional thing here and there, but the height is obviously way better than my Jetta. The depth, I would say it's just it's very similar sizing to the Jetta, but a lot, obviously I have more height there for space, and so it's going to be completely fine. The seats do fold down if you needed to take, you know, it has a skew hole there, and then if you needed like a bigger thing to store those seats, obviously fold down. But yeah, that, and then it has a little bag holder right there. So this is the name of the car. It's called the Taos. I keep wanting to say Taos, but I think it's Taos. And then they do have a 4-wheel drive. They have the all-wheel drive, which is the one that I got since I do live in New England and deal with snow. So it's the 4Motion, or they do have the front-wheel drive. If you guys have any specific questions about the 2022 Volkswagen Taos, let me know. I'll try to answer what I can down below. I am not a car person. Like, I don't know my stuff about cars. I know a little bit about what they told me and about what I've researched with this car. It's perfect for Sydney and I. I don't need anything for hauling, because obviously this is not made for hauling. It is a 4-cylinder, I believe. So it doesn't have a ton of power. I know I read a lot of reviews or like watched some reviews on it, and some people were complaining about the power. I don't think I actually like the pickup. It seems really peppy and sporty, but I feel safe and nice and like low. So when I get in and out of the vehicle, it's actually low. But it's comfortable. It's like the perfect height for us in between a big SUV and my car. It's easy to get Sydney in and out of it. So I'm still very much in disbelief that I have a new vehicle. I'm so grateful. I like can't believe it. I'm just so grateful, and I'm so grateful for my job, for you guys, and for supporting Sydney and I through this journey. I would not be able to buy a new vehicle, you know, if it wasn't for you guys and for this job. A lot of the SUVs, they're really expensive, especially like the bigger ones can get up into the 40,000, 50,000. I was not willing to spend that much at all. This ended up being 33,000 in case anyone wanted to know. It does have the sunroof and the IQ package, and then the 18-inch wheels, the black wheels. So that just increased it just a tiny bit, but that is the in-between model. They have the S, And then they have the SE and then the SEL. A couple of the things that I was looking at, like the reason why I ended up going this route is I really didn't want something super old to not have a warranty. So I wanted something on the newer end that still was within the manufacturer warranty. And obviously buying brand new, this one obviously has a warranty. I think it's 4 years or 48,000 miles. So it's not like the hugest warranty, but at least I don't have to mostly, you know, worry for the next few years at least. And hopefully this thing is as good to me as my Jetta was. I really wasn't even looking into this vehicle because I didn't know it existed. I think way back when I was thinking about getting a new vehicle, I had seen that Volkswagen was gonna come out with this, and I remember liking it. So this vehicle really checked all the boxes for me, for our family's needs, and it just fell into my lap. I really feel like I manifested this exact vehicle. It was meant for me. Within 24 hours of test driving a different one, like the gray one, which was gorgeous. Honestly, I thought about getting it because it was so, in my opinion, it was so like sharp looking, but I really had my heart set on white. And if you guys know how the market is right now as far as cars go, it's insane. Like there's shortages, there's no inventory, especially when you're being particular. Like I need a white one with black rims with the sunroof. Like I was being very particular, and the odds of me finding this thing within 24 hours really close to where I live was like, how? Because every lot that I went to had one max. Like maximum they had one vehicle, and then like a bunch of other random mismatched used ones. So I feel like I really manifested this one, and it was really meant to be, and it was meant to be mine. When I went to go buy this one, I had talked to the salesman, and I basically like, you know, called, said, I'm coming tomorrow, like we're doing this now. They had just gotten this one on the lot the very day that I had called, and they had traded out another vehicle for this one. So it wasn't even on the lot for like just a couple of hours before I bought it. It was just meant to be, and it was perfect timing. Everything was smooth. I did trade in my Jetta, you know, just value wise, I did trade in my Jetta, and I almost like shed a tear when I was signing the title over, just because, you know, I've had it for so long. That's the only car Sydney's ever known, but I'm really happy and excited for this big purchase. It's just a big deal for me. I know most people like get new vehicles often, and it's not a, you know, it's not a huge deal for some people, but for me it really is. So, are you out of water? Oh, you're just being silly. All right, you guys, so thank you so much again for all of your love and support. And if you have questions, let me know in the comments down below. I will try to answer as many as I possibly can. Gas mileage, I think it's like 32 miles for highway. I'd have to look at the sticker again. It's better mileage than my Jetta got. So far, so good, and I'll keep you guys up to date. But again, I just want to say a huge thank you. I am seriously in disbelief that I get to do this for my job, and I make an income from doing what I love and talking to people I love. So thank you guys for all of your support. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.